Good morning. Today's Wednesday, the 17th of August, and this is the third of the little reflections taken from books about St Therese of Lisieux. Today's reflection is taken from a book called The Great Little Doctor by Susan Leslie, and it's about her final hours. She died very young of TB, and this is the story of what happened. In agony of body and soul, Therese made her final journey to God. Already her sisters were beginning to discern her holiness. They rather unnervingly sat at her bedside making notes of her conversations. They asked her to add explanatory chapters to her autobiography. They sought her counsel and laughed at her jokes that included some truly dreadful puns. When the convent chaplain asked her if she was resigned to death, she explained, "Oh, Father, it's life I need to be resigned to." But she trusted that the God who had never failed her would sustain her to the end. "I don't regret having given myself to love," she whispered as she lay dying. And when the final moment came, she summed up in a sentence the whole of her brief life. "Oh, I love him, my God, I love you." As she neared death, Therese had expressed a wish to tell many others of God's goodness, mercy and love. She wanted, she said, to spend her heaven doing good on earth. She wished to propagate her little doctrine, her little way of holiness, so that a multitude of little souls might follow in her wake. Her wishes were granted. The first edition of her autobiography, published in 1898, was swiftly sold out. The Carmel was inundated with requests for the book, for further information about Therese, and even for relics. Eventually, the story of the soul was translated into more than 50 languages, and people all over the world attributed miracles to Therese's intercession. Enthusiastic testimonials swelled the convent's mailbag. There were hundreds, then thousands of letters. Therese's cause was opened in 1909, and she was canonized in 1925, just 25 years after her death. In 1997, she was made a Doctor of the Church. Therese was very young and apparently very ordinary. What we may wonder, what does she have in common with the ardent Catherine, the brilliant Teresa? She was, like them, both reformer and teacher. Whereas Catherine, as Catherine of Siena, was concerned with the reform of the Church and the papacy, and Teresa of Avila with the Carmelite order, Therese's main interest was the reform of the individual souls. She believed if only little souls, that is the vast majority, could understand the depths of God's tenderness, none would fail to scale the mountain of love. Teresa is counted as a Doctor of the Church because, like Catherine and Teresa, not only did she live her faith with heroic enthusiasm, but she also left a body of teaching. She called it her little doctrine, her little way to God. Let us not be deceived by that recurring little. It hides a heroic way of holiness, simple but stark. Let us not be deluded by Therese's smiling face, nor distracted by the sugary piety associated with her cult. Therese is no simpering infant, but a great little doctor. As Chesterton so sapiently remarked, this saint is indeed a little flower, made of wrought iron. Yet many still ask, can any good come out of Lisieux? Come and see. At the end of this reading about Therese of Lisieux from the book The Great Little Doctor by Susan Leslie. God bless, have a good day. Bye.